Hi everybody, welcome back to God's Miracle Food Channel. Well, today we are going to go over one of my favorite foods and 10 benefits of celery. Yes, folks, a beautiful, hydrating celery. So before we go over the 10 benefits, I just want to have you get out a piece of paper and pen and maybe write down a few things that you'll find will be helpful for you in your journal and journaling about the healthy food that God has planted for us to help us heal. Okay, so I have my bunch of celery I just picked here this morning, and I'll take you over later to the place in our garden where we grow the celery. I just want to mention, it's really hard to know where our food comes from these days, and growing celery is easier than you think, and it doesn't take up much room. And it's really easy just to grow and then snap it off and eat it. I guess either you love celery or you don't, but I love it. It is so hydrating. And I also, like I mentioned, we have a restaurant. So later today, I'll take this over to the restaurant and put it in a vase, and we'll sit it at my husband's chef area where he cooks. And it just smells terrific, and it's just super fun as a flower arrangement in the house. But I just want to go over benefits of the celery, okay? So number one, it lowers inflammation. Celery contains a compound, certain compounds that have been shown to reduce inflammation in the body. Now I want you to start a journal of God's miracle foods and all the benefits. So get a piece of pen and paper and write it down. Number two, it improves digestion. The higher water fiber content can help regular bowel movements. It reduces blood pressure. Celery contains certain compounds which help lower the blood pressure and making the muscles on the walls of the blood vessels actually relax. It lowers cholesterol levels. It's a fiber content in celery helps to lower the LDL cholesterol levels. It also boosts the immune system, which we all can use on a daily basis, okay? It's a good source of vitamin C, and it also helps fight against infections, so that would be great to juice it. Natural antibiotics. It helps with weight loss. The low-calorie, high-fiber content in celery promotes weight loss by reducing overall calorie intake. Incorporating a few pieces a day would help with the fiber for the bowel movements, but also make you feel full and satisfied. It improves skin health. It has the antioxidants. The celery helps protect against the damage from the UV radiation and pollution. Well, that in itself is a great inspiration to eat it. Helps prevent cancer. The compound in celery has been shown to have anti-cancer properties and helps promote growth and spread, helps prevent the growth and spread of cancer cells. Improves vision. Celery is a good source of vitamin A, which also improves. It's important for maintaining the healthy eyesight and reduces stress. Celery contains certain compounds that have been shown to have a calming effect on the nervous system and reduce stress. Well, that in itself is a definite yay, and I hope you took those nice notes. So I'm going to walk over to our plant and show you how it actually grows in the garden and hopefully inspire you to do this at home. So over here we have, I'm going to grab it with my hand so you can see the size. We have 2 stalks of celery right here, and you can see the height of it here. And here it is from the bottom part here. So simply having it in a little bit of dirt, you can see it grows up, and it grows up like a nice bush, and you can just pick it off and start eating it. So over here, I'm just showing you, we just cut off the celery at the base because it's actually done and has given us all the celery that it can do. My husband, who grows all the food for his restaurant, had informed me that you can actually grow, and here's another stalk over here, you can grow this celery in a pot because he said that it doesn't have deep roots. And so you plant it in November, but he also told me he just bought the celery plant itself, and then you can just simply replant it in a little pot for yourself. And then, like I said, you just keep breaking off the stalks when they start blooming and eating them. And it's just a really super easy way to know that your food is organic, because you're growing it and it's beautiful around the house. And you don't need a big garden. You just get a bigger pot. Even if you have a little apartment, you can grow your own little celery. I just always like to share the food that we grow and the beautiful food that God has given us, and how the benefits can help us with the symptoms that we have in our body. And I always love to go to food before I go to anything else for any kind of nourishment into my body. And I just look forward to sharing more of my garden with you and my husband and I, and what we're planting for the future. But just take advantage of God's beautiful, healing, amazing foods. It's just hope I inspire you to Google the foods and to start eating fresh, and just start a little garden for yourself. No matter if you live in a little small apartment, all you need is access to sunshine and a lot of love for the plant. Well, thank you for joining the channel today. God loves you. I love you. And we'll see you next time.